We're here with head golf coach Chris Deibel. Now, Coach, before we dive into this weekend and early next week, let's talk a little bit about the men's performance at the GLIAC North Tournament this past weekend. With the poor weather conditions, just how hard was it for the players out there?
It was a difficult weekend. Actually, both days were tough. The first round was windy and had a couple of spurts of rain that made it difficult. But the direction of the wind made the course play not as hard. A lot of the tougher holes were downwind, still scoreable. The second day the wind completely shifted, picked up in speed. I think it started raining 20 different times throughout the day. I wore out the grip on my umbrella. Wasn't much fun and made things interesting on the course. Having said that, the guys played pretty well despite maybe missing a couple putts that we could have dropped. I thought that we did fairly well. First day was great. I think we were in 6th or 7th place after the first day. Second day was a struggle and came in and was surprised to see that we had the 3rd or 4th best score for the round that day. So overall, a pretty good weekend to get started in conference play.
Sophomore Eric Thompson had a solid tournament, leading the field with 10 birdies. How did he feel after the first round when he was in 3rd place? And talk a little bit about his performance so far.
Well, Eric's a pretty cool customer. I don't think a good hole or a bad hole gets him very worked up. He was just kind of plodding along the first day and then ran off 5 straight birdies, and that was the first time I ever saw him do a fist pump or anything like that. He chipped in a couple times and was pretty excited for him. And being in 3rd place I don't think bothered him at all. He's just tee the ball up, hit it down the fairway, and go knock it in the hole, and he doesn't seem to be bothered by much of anything.
You'll have your first Great Lakes Regional this weekend at Harborside International in Chicago. There are 2 courses there. They're both link style. How do you feel your team is going to maneuver around those courses?
I think we'll do fine. We played there last year for the first time, and the courses are so similar to one another. They're it's a giant former trash dump that they're built on, and the courses are very similar. The 18th hole of each course shares a green, so we'll do fine. As I said last week, our lineup, our top guys had to start playing a little better, and they've started to do that, and I think that's just going to continue this weekend. It's a big event. There's 36 teams there, and about maybe over half of them, these regionals are the only chance we get to go head to head with them. So it's a big event, important for us to play well.
This weekend, the women's side will play in the 2015 NCAA National Championship Preview. The team's going to be competing at the Meadows Golf Course at Grand Valley State. First off, how nice is it for your team to be able to play at a premier course, which will host the National Championship Tournament and has hosted 7 others in the past?
Oh, it's great. The course up at Grand Valley is, it's always in great shape. It's a great layout, very challenging. Because they've hosted all these national and regional and big events in the past, they really know how to run a good tournament, and it's just a great experience. A few years ago we played up there and had one good day, and the second day was a huge learning curve for us with some of the competition, and I think that every time we get to go and compete with good teams, it makes us better as well.
With this being the preview tournament per se for the national championship, there are going to be many highly talented teams there. How good of a test early in the season will this be for your team?
It's going to be tough. The 2-time defending national champions are going to be there, and there's 3 or 4 schools from Florida that are coming up, and it's going to be a challenge. But like I said, every opportunity we have to play with good competition makes us better. Shows us what we can do better, and then just gives us something to come home and practice. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Junior Jamie Ellison is coming off a victory at the Screaming Eagles Fall Classic. How can she continue her success this weekend, and what do you expect from the rest of the team as well?
Well, right now she just needs to start feeling better. She's been sick this week, and hopefully by the weekend she'll feel better. I think with her, with a lot of people making a putt or chipping in, make them feel really good. For Jamie, the best part of her game is her driving, and when she hits a good drive, it makes her feel good. And so as long as she's driving the ball well, she's going to do well. For the rest of the team, there's a couple of the girls that haven't played the course before, so just managing the course is going to be important, and learning as much as they can during the practice round, and then just going and coming up with a good game plan and sticking with it, and they'll do fine.
Head Golf Coach Chris Deibel, thanks for your time and good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks, Tyler.